Hello everyone, this is Aaron, back with another Amigos play. It's right near midnight here in West Virginia. A better time there could not be to play some run and gun action. So tonight we're going to try a request made by Jason in our forums to play Ruff and Tumble. I have never played this game in my entire life. You're seeing me boot it for the first time right now. So we're going to give this a shot. I know Boat reviewed this game many moons ago, and he had it in. It had the screen cut off. He had the name wrong. So we're gonna try it again here. Again, I've not played this, so right out of the gate, I love the music. The graphics look great. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm pretty surprised. It's got up for jump, although I did see something when this was loading that said you could have somehow set jump as a button, so it's nice to know that that's there. But we're going to try it the way that everyone played it and see how it goes. So, I read a little bit of... Oh, geez. Okay. This has... this reminds me of a... wow, that was quick. Of a the Neo Geo game Metal Slug to a certain degree, which a game I'm not good at and have not played a ton, but I know the series is around and I've dipped my toe in the pool, as it were. But I like that, man. Oh, these guys are tricky. So I did read the premise of this before I played. It said that your character had lost some marbles in a rabbit hole in the park, I believe is what it said. And when he went through to get them, he came out in some sort of alien world. His marbles are scattered to the four winds. So I guess my first question is, what little kid's playing with marbles in 1994? I see. Oh, this has that sort of, what was the game? Was it Zool, where you had to collect certain amounts of things to unlock the exit? I like that angle. I like that angle to make you collect stuff and explore. Looks like a pretty decent sized little world here. Good little first level. It controls well. That's the first thing I noticed. A lot of these games are floaty. On the Amiga, a lot of these platformers, this one feels really good. Okay, what do we got here? Those little explosions are a real pain. So, the box says that this has 16 levels and 4 worlds. I don't know if it has end bosses. I don't know if I'll get anywhere near an end boss here. We'll see what happens. And some of these marbles, I'm not sure what they do. I guess... I know the hearts obviously give you more health. And there are super hearts, I know that. I believe, oh boy, what is that? Okay. I think that's a special weapon. Yeah, it is. Ah, lasers, yes. What's it? Oh, good God. Yeah. So that we know what that does. I was afraid to touch that. Okay. So that was cool. Alright, I like that. Oh, are these things, do they run out? Yes, they do. Oh, I see the P's. That's what the P's do. Then they power up your special weapon. I understand now. Oh, B's. Every game. There's a lot of stuff to collect in this, but it's not as ludicrous as Super Frog or some of the other games we've played. I don't know what it is with the Amiga and the collectibles, but they really went over the top on these things. But this doesn't seem too bad. I mean, it's okay. And the fact that I can tell what's going on is help. These levels are pretty clever. You can see stuff you can't get to. Oh, what is this? Coming out of the ground. Your character's animated nicely. Just my first impression. What is that, a cold drink up there? Let's see what that does if we can get to it. I didn't see it. It must just be a collectible. Yeah, the jumping's not too bad. I mean, for jump for up, I would prefer oh, yeah, I made it. I would prefer a button, but there's the super heart. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I've got to collect 4 red, 7 green. Elevator. Oh, flamethrower, yes! This is nice. I like the upgradable weapons. Again, Metal Sluggy. I mean, this is pretty much standard fare for a lot of these run and gun platformers, but still, this is nice. This could have appeared on any console and not been out of place. And as I recall, this game, what is that up there? This, you can't touch it, whatever it is. This game had no ports, which is, God, what a waste. What a waste so far. I've been impressed. Look, the backgrounds are nice. The scrolling is pretty good. It might be also a tad, a tad jerky, but it's not too bad. I think we can get out of here now. Okay. These guys, the helicopter guys, and these robots are son of a gun. The robots are tough, man. So this was put out by an outfit called, what were they called? Renegade. All right. I don't think I've ever heard of Renegade. Well, in fact, a paper here says that this is it. This is all they did. So that explains that. God, I've got two blue. I mean, I'm going to go deep into this sucker. I can tell you that. I'm sorry. It was published by an outfit called Renegade. It was developed by an outfit called Wonder Kid. Okay, so Renegade. Okay, that makes sense then. So yeah, Renegade, because they had a ton of stuff. I knew I recognized them. They had, they did the Chaos Engines, Fire and Ice, and I believe they did Uridium, and they may have done Sensible Soccer. Gosh, can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, there's got to be a blue marble around here. This is ridiculous. I'm getting wiped out, for God's sakes. This coming out in 94. Of course, this was very late in the game. But man, if the Amiga was punching out titles like this a few years earlier, that might have made a heck of a lot of difference. I mean, I have to say, I'd heard of the game before, but it's one of those games, I just haven't played them all. Or I may have tried to load it up once and it didn't set well on the screen. I remember someone commented on Boat's video, which I didn't even watch the video. I'd forgotten about it, and I was just checking. I was like, this sounds familiar. I thought Boat had did one, and he'd done one called Ruff and Ready, which is just he botched the name. But someone made a comment that heck, half your screen's cut. Yeah. Half your screen's cut off. And, of course, that's what PAL will get you. So I'm using my my C64 souped-up Mega Pi here to try this out with the full screen, which is the advantages of it, is I can actually, you got to understand is, a lot of you guys that are listening to this are European or in countries with the PAL standard. Man, I've grown up and played the majority of my games with a third of the screen missing, and it's that's a turnoff for a lot of people. And so it's nice to be able to see some of these games like in their entirety. Like I've played Stunt Car Racer so many times in PAL that like playing an NTSC version, it just seems weird to me, man. And it doesn't seem like much. It's not cutting off, but it's the come on, these stupid bees. What is that? I don't know what that did. Get out of there. No. Oh. This is tough right here. It's hard to talk and play. This is going to be tricky. But it's the position on the screen is weird too. I hate these things that explode. Wow, that worked out pretty good. I wish I could get that heart. It's very strange. And so, and I'm not one to emulate stuff if I don't have to. But I've got this new setup here. In fact, I almost did this on the... Oh, son of a gun. Oh, man, spikes. I almost broke out my green screen for this one. I've almost got it ready to go. But a little more tweakage, and then I'll be one of the endless throng that have their little face popped up on there, which I actually like it better like that. I think I'm the only person on the site that records like this, but I am slowly upgrading my gimmick here. You know, I like the fact that you can move that gun up. It's in a, you're a turrican sort of way. I'm not good at it, but you can do it. It's going to be one of those things, much like Turk, just to get used to it, because that obviously is key to. Oh, son of a gun. Well, let's try replaying the world. Let's see where it starts us. I have a bad feeling that we're going to be back at square one. Yes, we are. Son of a gun. Well, heck, we'll go through one more time real quick. See how I do. But my overall impressions on this are very positive. I may have to talk to Bo about actually doing a full episode on this, because, I mean, gosh, I am unbelievably impressed with this one. I mean, as far as shooters go and our running gun games, I mean, man, this is nice. It's real nice. You know, this is going to be a short game. I read a lot of reviews of this and some user comments over on Lemon, and everyone seemed to be pretty much positive. And this game reviewed better than almost every game I've ever seen. There's usually one schmo that gives a game a 50. Oh, son of a gun, where could you go there? There's usually one schlep that gives a game a 50 or a 40, but I think the lowest score I saw was like in the 70s, and a lot of them were in the 80s and 90s, which it's a heck of a score. You know, I am surprised that this did not get a console release. I mean, this thing's ready to go. I can't figure it out unless obviously I've only played through the first couple levels, but unless it tanks at some point, or maybe this, sometimes they're on a machine where those genres are more plentiful. They just might not have thought this had enough drawing power to get over. But I mean, it seems like they play great. I will give them credit. Backstory aside, I like the enemies. Now the enemies aren't what I would call many different varieties. But of course, again, I've only gotten 2 or 3. I've been to 3 levels so far, and so they may change up. So I'm not going to judge the game based on that. But I mean, the enemies, the robots they do have, there are several different types. Plus, they've got the bees in there, so that's pretty cool. Whatever that thing was that I saw on the 3rd level that was just sitting up there. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I wish we could have seen more of this. And the fact that this company only did the one game is, I guess they gave it a shot. It didn't work out, and I wonder if they ended up moving over to the PC. Another interesting concept to look into if we ever do a full review on this one. I'm going to start pitching it to the boat. At least he's already played it. He'll know what he's getting into. But, what gets me is it moves nicely. I mean, is it the smoothest thing I've ever seen? No, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on the screen. Too much for me. Oh, man. Well, I think that'll do it, folks. But heck of a game. Great suggestion from Jason in the forums. I'm taking suggestions, man. If you guys want to see me play something, head over to everythingamiga.com, check out the forums, and shoot me over a request, and we'll get it done. Well, this is Aaron for the Amigos signing off. You guys have a nice night. Good night, everybody. Adios.